a lot has been said about the triangle offense. How difficult is it to do the triangle offense as a player and a coach?
I think it's more difficult as a coach because there's only been a small set. It's been a small set of coaches that have actually coached it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem was that Phil had all the coaches that coached in the triangle on his staff.
Mm-hmm.
So when those other coaches broke off, they hired coaches that had no experience. So you can't teach your coaches and the players the triangle.
Yeah.
Right. And so as a player, I don't think it's that difficult. I think that every offense has actions that involve the triangle. I mean, when you were in New Orleans, I remember same side.
Yeah.
I was like,
we were in Princeton.
Right. In Princeton and then triangle cousins, basically, right? A lot of the same things. And so, ironically enough, when I was going on head coaching interviews, all the GMs and stuff were saying, don't come in here talking that triangle shit. We're not running the triangle here, and this, that, and the other. But I would sit down and show them, like, when we would look at film of their teams playing, I would be like, well, that's a triangle action and this is a triangle action, and so I love it because I think it puts people in place to do whatever their strengths are, and you can tweak it to kind of make it your own.
Mm-hmm.
And, they say it wouldn't survive in this day and age.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because of the 3-point line and how prolific it is now, the triangle, the beauty of it to me is that it's a zone offense, that it's an overload, right? But you can run it against man-to-man, you can run it against zone.
Yep. Don't matter.
The same side out of bounds plays, you don't have to do anything different. And if a team presses you, you just move the triangle up to the level of the pressure. And so in the 2001 finals, where we went 15-1, we got in such a groove, we didn't ever have to call anything, right? Because it's based on actions that, like, and it's hard to scout. And I say that because if we call 53, which is basically just UCLA to a side pick and roll, and you take away the entry pass to the wing, all these other automatics kick in, right? So now, even though we call 53 and it's supposed to be UCLA to a side pick and roll, they took away the entry pass. Now we lag it to the other side. It turns into something. Now it turns into center opposite.
Yeah.
So a scout can sit up there and say, oh, they call 53 at 7 minutes and 20 seconds of the first quarter, but we actually really ran center opposite. Now they whole scouting report is fucked up because but they don't know
from the strong side to the weak side now. I mean, and they have no idea what the hell's going on.
And that's what I love about it. You know what I mean? And so in today's one of the most boring things for me is everything is pick and roll. Everything is pick and roll. So that involves the two dudes that are in the pick and roll, and then everybody else is standing around. So
B-Shaw, I think you know this as well as I do. When you're running that type of action, when you're running the triangle, or you're running what we call the Princeton offense back in the day, if you got players who have a high basketball IQ, like you said, you ain't got to call shit, because the defense dictates what you're going to run.
That's right.
And so if you got players who are smart, man, they figure that shit out in a heartbeat. And again, like you said, if you're going to pressure us, we would just go farther back out, because now we're going to open up the court that much more.
You got more room to back cut
exactly.
people.
So now you got set up to backdoor cuts and everything else.
Yeah.
So it made it so much more difficult for teams to guard you, because like you said, you can call one action. We would, like you said, we would say same side. Okay, so you take away that pass to the corner.
Right.
We just swing it back up top. We got a two-man game over here with a double pin down on the weak side. And it's reads. It's all it is. It's reads. Yeah. And I think one of the reasons that they say it won't work today, players aren't smart enough.
They say that or you need two great players like Shaq and Kobe, or like Scottie and Michael. But when Michael retired, the Bulls still won 55 games that next year, running the triangle without having two stars. And so, and I argue that when Shaq and Kobe, especially Kobe, who especially early on, just chased the ball where he broke it all the time. So the second unit, which was, Robert, myself, Rick Fox, Fish, we actually executed the triangle better.
Yeah.
Right? Because we didn't have, when we came in, you know, we might have one of those guys in, Shaq or Kobe, you know, with the rest of us, but we had to execute and actually run it. And you know, I was older, Harp was older, John Sally was older, but it was the same thing. You throw it in, dude turns his head, you cut by him. You know, you letting the offense and the actions dictate what you're gonna do out there on the floor, and you can't plan for that.
Thank you for watching Byron Scott's Fast Break. If you like what you saw, here's some more videos. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.